Alright guys, I know people don't want to see this political stuff on Facebook, but I can't believe that people are still thinking of voting Tory. Come on, look at the state of the country, look at the state of the NHS, look at the housing crisis and homelessness, look at the increase in child poverty and the increase in food bank usage, look at Brexit. We voted to leave the European Union 3.5 years ago, and yet here we are. And if people want to vote Tory this time around because they want a Conservative majority to get Brexit done, do you really want Brexit done at any cost? Isolating the UK, exposing the NHS to American pharmaceutical companies and to privatisation. If you want Brexit, you can vote Labour and still have Brexit without the NHS being up for grabs, without the UK being isolated. Labour will invest more than the Tories in the NHS. Labour will build 1 million new homes over the next 10 years. Labour will increase the national minimum wage. The Tories have been in power almost 10 years now, and yes, unemployment has gone down, but somehow food bank usage and in-work poverty has gone up. Oh, but they had to come in and steady the ship. This ship doesn't seem very steady to me. National debt has increased from 1 trillion to 1.8 trillion. It's almost doubled. And we often hear that, the Conservatives have to come in and clean up the mess that Labour has made and reduce spending. Since 1946, the Conservatives are responsible for 67.5% of national debt, yet they've only been in office for 61.6% of the time, so this is a myth. Labour have a fully costed manifesto, and they're not some extreme communist policies like people are saying they are, or some people, the media. The NHS was thought of as an extreme policy before its existence in the 1940s. Doesn't seem so extreme now. Oh, but all this taxation and raising corporate tax will send businesses abroad and we'll lose money from that. Well, corporation tax will still be lower than it is in France, in Germany, than in Scandinavia, than in many other countries. And what about, okay, so there must be some kind of middle ground. What about the Lib Dems? They just want to scrap Brexit completely, altogether. To me, this is completely undemocratic. It's a massive middle finger to all those who voted Leave. And they want to raise income tax for everyone. Why should your average Joe be paying to fix the problems that we've got in society? We know where the wealth is. It's at the top. And we're not asking for massive increases of taxation on the richest. It's only a little bit more, but they ain't paying their fair share at the moment. I think most would agree on that one. Okay, but Corbyn, he's a terrorist sympathiser. He's an anti-Semite. Look at his track record. Look at his opposition to the Iraq war, protesting against apartheid, fighting throughout his whole life and career for social justice. Do you really think this man is anti-Semitic? Do you really think this man wants to fund terrorism? We often hear people saying, let's not get emotional, let's not bring emotion into politics. No, come on, let's be angry, let's be upset, let's be mad, let's feel empathy for those who have been hurt the most by this cruel, heartless Tory government. Okay, a few years ago, maybe there was no choice between the different politicians. Now there's a clear choice between Corbyn and Johnson. They are polar opposites. Let's get the Tories out. Let's vote for hope. Let's vote for change. Come on.